It's time to wake up. Grand Rising, everyone. If you haven't realized yet, we're at the end. And it's time to wake up. Volcanoes are erupting. Lightning bolts are going into the into the volcano. Isn't this tremendous, light warriors? Massive volcanoes are erupting around the world. And people continue to sleep. A lot of people are concerned with false idols. They're concerned with nonsense. They're concerned with bread and circus. And while this is going on, they're not seeing that there's massive volcanoes erupting. These are the end days. And the solar flash, it can't be stopped. So we have a tremendous episode today. When we're sitting back, we're just sitting back on the rocking chair and we're relaxing as the world comes to an end. It's not a big deal. Sakurajima is erupting as we speak. Grand Rising, everyone. We're going to be talking about Japan's Sakurajima. We're going to be talking about lightning in a volcano. Got to wake up. We're going to be talking about the end days. We're going to be talking about what a stratovolcano is all about. We're going to be talking about the solar flash. We're going to be talking about neutrinos and how they pass through solid matter and how we see the evidence of the great solar flash events through volcanism. I've been sharing about this for many years. And now we're literally seeing the volcanism. And people still aren't waking up. So the great solar flash, you ready? The great solar flash is not an ancient myth. It's happening right now. And we could see this with the massive the massive burst of the volcano. And these updates, they're really showing us the energy that's really changing our world right now. And when we dive into these examples and we could see the changes in the world, it gives us the evidence of this great solar flash event. Denzel, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. It's my honor to do this. God mode. God, you actually need God mode during this time. And God's gonna get you where you need to be. So if you haven't done so already, please give the video a like. It's gonna help others find this very important update. And we're just giving everyone 2 minutes to get on the live stream, and then we're going to break down all of these topics. We had a tremendous Zoom meeting last night, and if you'd like to join our Patreon, we have a Patreon. We have live Zoom meetings, and the copy of that Zoom meeting will be up on Patreon. And we have to really break down these circumstances that we're all experiencing, and we went really into detail. And when we hear about the rapture and all of these terms, there's a science behind it, and we went into detail last night. Terry, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Terry. It's my honor to do this. I appreciate all the support. Ignited Beats, Anita, thank you, Anita. I love you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you for the cup of coffee. I appreciate you. Wasn't it a tremendous Zoom meeting, Jennifer? We took out of that Zoom meeting that we're actually a nuclear power plant. We're more powerful than a nuclear power plant. And your body, your cells, your DNA is much more powerful than you were led to believe. Some people were sleeping during the Zoom meeting. It's okay. The recording will be up. A lot of us are going through ascension symptoms during this time period, and we have to rest, and we have to go through this. We've been sharing about ascension symptoms, and that's what this lesson today is going to be all about. When we look at the volcano, when we look at the volcanism, it actually correlates to the ascension symptoms that we're feeling. And we go back to neutrinos passing through solid matter, and this energy is bubbling up. And it needs to be released. And that's why when we see these increased bursts in the Schumann resonance, the solar flares that are coming in, the solar flashes that are coming in, it's bubbling up, and the neutrinos are powering what's inside of this Earth, and the pressure needs to be released. When we look at Sakurajima, it's actually showing us that the great solar flash is now. And it's a very important time period. You know, a lot of you heard about the end days. People, they close their eyes. They say there's no such thing. We're just going back to normal. And we're seeing the end. The world is ending right before our eyes. This is actually the greatest time period to be alive, because we're actually witnessing it. But there's nothing to be fearful of, because God has control. Did you know God has control? So yeah, we're witnessing the end times right now. So let's get the show on the road. We gave everyone some time to get on. If you haven't done so, please smash the like button. It helps others find this message. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all, and you're going to get all the updates every time a massive volcano erupts. Every time we have you know, the solar flash coming in. All this craziness. There's a lot to break down in the world right now. It's the end of the world, but it's the end of the world as you know it. So you might as well just sit back, relax. Look at me, light warriors. I'm just on the rocking chair. I don't give a shift what's going on, because there's nothing we can do about it. It's over. So we might as well go out in style. We're looking at the end times. There's natural disasters. Is there natural disasters? Let me know in the chat. There's war. Is there war? Let me know in the chat. Is there famine? Let me know in the chat. Nobody cares, though. Nobody cares. This is we're seeing biblically the end of the world. People are concerned with bread and circus. They care about their false idols. They care about reality TV. They care about, you know, what are the celebrities doing? They care about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, right? Oh, these are the things that are important. But actually, what's important is Japan's Sakurajima that's erupting right now. And right now, there is a massive evacuation going on in Japan. There's a volcano, Sakurajima. It's a stratovolcano. It could cause changes to life on Earth. No one cares, though. Photographers have photographed. It's very beautiful, actually, to see it. There's lightning coming out of the volcanic eruption. You could actually see it in the world-famous thumbnail. There's lightning bolts. Like, when you actually see the pictures, it really looks like the end of the world. We're witnessing the apocalypse, but no one cares, or they just want to go back to work. You know, they just want to, you know, do what they normally do. They watch their celebrities, and they're not seeing what's really going on. So this is a stratovolcano. So why are stratovolcanoes so explosive? Stratovolcanoes are more likely to produce explosive eruptions due to gas building up in the viscous magma. So this can actually give a big eruption, and it can erupt a wide range of different rocks, different tectonic settings. And when this rock and ash goes up into the atmosphere, it also influences the atmosphere. It also influences the that reaches the earth. They try to control us through the chemtrails. If you know about chemtrails, why don't you let me know in the chat? So as they are spraying aluminum, barium, and strontium into the air, which is no good for us, and these particles could come down and breathe us, you know, we could breathe it in and it could affect us. Well, not only do we have that, now we have volcanoes erupting, and these volcanoes could spew ash into the air. We don't want to breathe this in, and it could affect the light that's coming to the earth right now. So this stratovolcano eruption is giving us evidence of the great solar flash event. For a couple of years now, I've been sharing about the solar flash. Many of you are aware of the solar flash. Many of you are aware of the galactic center. Some people call it the supermassive black hole. And there's energy that's coming in right now that's feeding the great solar flash event. And when we have bursts from the sun, neutrinos come in. And neutrinos, they can increase volcanism. And what are we seeing right now? We see the evidence. We see these massive volcanoes. They've been dormant. They've been sleeping for a while. It's time to wake up. Sometimes you spend the whole weekend sleeping. And then you gotta wake up. Oh, it's time to wake up. It's not time to sleep anymore. So the volcanoes are actually doing this. And neutrinos could pass through solid Earth. And that's how we see the increased volcanism. They pass through our body, and it's activating our DNA receptors. Remember, you don't have junk DNA. 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. So when we look at the neutrinos and how they could actually affect our DNA, you could have these symptoms. You might feel sleepy. You might have these symptoms when we have these increased bursts of electromagnetic energy. And you say to yourself, oh, I'm feeling a little off today. I'm feeling a little weird. And we could actually follow the Schumann resonance and see that, oh, this is actually going on. Oh, there's another solar flare. Oh, I feel a little off today. Well, these neutrinos are actually passing through us at this time. So yeah, you have to stay hydrated. We spoke about that last night. You might need to take in a lot of fruit during this time period. And, you know, a lot of you have heard of the rapture. And we discussed this in detail last night in our Zoom meeting. The rapture is happening. And there are two realities happening side by side. And some people are experiencing. Tesla said, I am the receiver. You are remanifesting the timeline as we speak. So some people, they're looking around and say, oh, look at the end of the world. And some people looking around, they see the there's the birds. The birds are chirping. Oh, there's the people hanging out on the beach right now. Isn't that great? Just give me a 5x5 in the chat. Give me a 5x5 if we're still looking good. I don't know if we're having glitches with the Wi-Fi again. But again, this is evidence to the energy that's coming in. So when these energies come in, you know, sometimes we have these glitches. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, it's you know, Tesla really he left the breadcrumbs for us to understand the rapture. And he said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. We are tuned into a frequency. Are you tuned into God's source frequency? Are we tuned into the core creator frequencies like 432 hertz and the 528 hertz frequency? Or are we tuned into mainstream's 440 hertz frequency that is furthest tuned from any of the core creator frequencies? So we have to really realize this right now. So when they said biblically, you know, however they worded it, the elect would not be affected by the end of the world, there are people witnessing devastation. People are witnessing one reality, and other people are witnessing the birth of the new earth. And that rhymes as well. You know? So, yeah, it's really important that, you know, we're aware and we're conscious, because we have to do the inner work. If you say to yourself, Michael, why is this important? We have to do the inner work. I can't do it for you, right? No one can do it for me. No one can do it for me. I have to do my inner work. I have to work on my vibrational frequency at this time. And through vibrational frequency, I'm going to tune into a specific reality. There are literally massive volcanoes erupting right now. And people say, oh, you know, these are just spiritual wackadoos. There's no end of the world. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here, right? Do you see people in your everyday life saying, nothing to see here? Meanwhile, there's volcanoes going off. There's famine. There's war. Isn't this going on? At least it's going on in the projection reality, in the archonic reality. It's called the TV. I saw it on the TV. I saw the end of the world on the TV. But you know, we were sharing about this last night. It's according to your vibration. That's why you really have to focus on your vibration. You got to have fun at this time. You got to raise your vibrational frequency. Stay hydrated. We learned about it last night on Zoom, right? You have to remanifest in water because your DNA is very powerful. You're like a nuclear power plant. We talked about prestige last night, Ronnie. I don't know if you were there. Oh, it's prestigious. So if you're just tuning in, Japan's Sakurajima is erupting as we speak. There is massive evacuations happening. However, no one cares about this. They're tuned into the TV. What are they showing? I don't even watch TV anymore. What are they showing you on TV? They're showing you false idols. They're showing you bread and circus. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. So that's why it's important. I think they said the end times won't be televised. And we have to share as scientists. We have to share. We have to collaborate. We are the news right now. Otherwise, people don't see what's going on. Lynn, thank you so much, Lynn. I appreciate you, Lynn. I'm very grateful. I love you. Yeah, sometimes you get a little clip. You get like we had a little clip of that crazy guy telling people to drink tap water. Or drink your tap water. It's so healthy for you. Meanwhile, we know, we're educated. There's been evidence that there's lead in the tap water. There is pharmaceuticals that have been dissolved in the tap water. And people that go on and broadcast because they're casting a spell and they tell people to drink this stuff. I'm drinking it, but they're lying. They need to be held accountable. They need to be held accountable for tricking people. Remember, they cast spells. That's why it's called a broadcast. They're casting spells on the television. They're telling you a vision with a broadcast on a program because they're programming your subconscious mind. Oh yeah. If you're learning something new today, please smash the like button. It helps others find this message. This is the way out. This is the way out of the rapture. We actually are retuning ourselves. We're tuned onto a different frequency. We're tuned onto a different station. There are two timelines. There are two realities. Sakurajima is erupting somewhere in one of the realities. There's massive super volcanoes, stratovolcanoes erupting, belching up gases and particles into the atmosphere as we speak. It's true. Right? So we have to realize this. You know, we spoke about the rapture. You know, we've been speaking about it over the last few months in detail. And we shared about the Sagittarius arm and the Mandela effect. And those that are sealed in the forehead, it's been shown that people that resonate with the 144,000 are actually aware and conscious of Mandela effects. They can actually see the change in the timeline. People that are sealed in the forehead are realizing the quickening. Someone left a beautiful comment saying that, isn't it interesting that we're actually in time and we could actually realize, we could perceive that time is literally speeding up. I had a poll on our channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell and select all. And I put up community posts, and I put up a poll the other day, and 96% of people said that time has been speeding up. And if you haven't voted on the poll yet, I don't think the numbers are going to change at this point at 96%. But most people are realizing that time is speeding up as we speak. It's getting faster, and all of a sudden the day is gone. It's called the quickening. And this time period, they said it's biblical. It really is biblical. And we're going through the quickening right now. So, you know, when stratovolcanoes are having massive eruptions, Japan's Sakurajima is erupting. We have natural things happening now as well. What did we see in July? What did we say before July started? July is going to be hot. The great solar flash, shifts in the timeline, major events in July. We saw the destruction of the satanic Georgia Guidestones. We saw a lightning bolt start fire to the land of the Vatican. And now we're seeing massive volcanoes like Sakurajima erupting with lightning bolts going. Look it up. Look up lightning bolts coming out of the volcano. It's really amazing. Tremendous photographs, and people don't care. You know, people are concerned with their celebrities. They got to have their prestige. Ronnie, they have to have their daily dose of prestige. They got to watch their celebrities. They got to watch their false idols. But right now, there's volcanoes with lightning bolts coming out of them. It's a true story. Look up these photographs. It's really amazing to see a volcanic eruption with lightning bolts coming out of it, you know? So we got to realize the end is now. You know, we don't have to be like those people years ago. The end is here, holding up the sign in the street. But what the importance is, according to last night's Zoom, we have to restructure our vibrational frequency to tune in to the timeline. The rapture will not even touch us. There are two realities right now. There's two frequencies. One, there's a literal end of the world, and one, there's literally the beginning of the new earth. There are two timelines right now. Realize this. Let me know, are you living in two timelines right now? Are you experiencing this? But, you know, when I saw that this volcano is erupting, I said, you know, listen, we have seen in the past year a lot of volcanoes have erupted. Kenny, they say that's the statue of Satan. Did you know that? That's actually supposed to be a depiction of Satan. There's a lot of documentaries out on that, Kenny. We got to research these things. You know, we got to get rid of these things. And, you know, when we're learning that everything is inverted, they got you, ready? They got you to worship false idols. They put these false idols on the pedestal. Isn't that statue on a pedestal? Put it on a pedestal. Worship the false idols. Don't look over here. These are the good people. Don't look over here. These are the things that are going to benefit your everyday life. Don't look over here. Look at the false idols. So, you know, we have to wake up to these things, you know, and the things are right in front of our face. It's called, ready? It's called hidden in plain sight. Yeah, it's hidden in plain sight. So neutrinos are passing through solid matter. They come from the great solar flash, which is literally happening now. In the world, we see the increased volcanism. In your everyday life, you experience ascension symptoms. Do you have feelings inside? I know a lot of us have been on the journey. There's people that are new to our channel and our community. Have you been noticing that you're experiencing changes inside of you? You have like increase, you feel like something is off, something is weird inside of you. That we're being bathed in electromagnetic energy. Day after day, bombarded by this energy. And we have to evolve. It's the preparation to accept. Thank you, Kenny. That's what I'm here to do. And I'm grateful when you're here every day. You know, I really appreciate that, you know, because attention is the currency of the universe. And the bird agrees. You see, the birds always agree, right? I always get the messages from the birds when I say these things out of nature, you know. That's why I hope the Wi-Fi is doing a tremendous job today. I love the opportunity to at least be outside, get a little nature vibes with you all, and you know, be able to be connected with all of you. So we're watching Sakurajima erupt, and we could now say, okay, this really is happening. Oh, it's happening, Light Warriors. The day of the Lord's vengeance. There will be a great shaking of this. Sakurajima is just showing us. It's showing us a great shaking is coming, and absolutely nothing could stop it. And the reason why God is shaking, this is God right now. That's why we have to activate God mode. God is going to shake us. God is going to shake humanity. Wake up, because people are still worshiping false idols. They're not concerned about their own life or their own family. All they're concerned with is going to work, doing all the same things, because we have putting all their life savings into the stock market, right? We got to feed the beast. There goes the beast, right? Feed the beast. They're not concerned with their family. They're concerned with prestige. They're concerned with these jobs that don't serve the people. They're concerned with the stock market that doesn't serve the people, and they're lost. And that's why God is going to shake this earth like it's never been shook before. And we see the evidence today in Japan's Sakurajima erupting right now. There's a massive evacuation underway. I don't even know. Do they talk about it on the news? I don't know. Somebody said they didn't talk about the Vatican stuff on the news either. We got to wake up to these things. You know, it's been part of our lives. You know, for years people have woke up to what was going on in that crazy place. What goes on in the basement? Does anyone know what goes on in the basement? Let me know in the chat. I got to know what's going on in that basement, Light Warriors. What's going on under the ground? Yeah, in the darkness. The timelines are splitting, and it will get to the point, some of you are already there, you're already on the 5D timeline. This is a literal thing. Scientifically, we tune into a frequency. Our cells respond to a frequency of a timeline, and people that are sealed in the forehead are aware of Mandela effects. Are you aware of Mandela effects? I know this is a lot. If you're new to this, I told you, I'm the best there is at what I do. And there's so many deep concepts. And I'm here to serve all of you, to connect all these dots. And people that are sealed in the forehead, that resonate with the 144,000, are aware of Mandela effects. If you are new to this and you never heard of the Mandela effect, I encourage you to go to the Mandela effect playlist on the channel page. There are crazy changes. And, you know, maybe the indigo children, the children don't remember them, but, you know, especially if you're an 80s baby like I am, you know, and you've been around, you really, you know, you could see some of those Mandela effects, because you're sealed in the forehead. If you're learning something new today, please smash the like button. It helps others actually make it through the rapture, which is happening right now. So it's really, there's no fear. And when you are in fear, you're a vibrational match to the fear-based timeline, right? It makes you go like this, right? You're a vibrational match to the fear-based timeline. If you're embedded in authenticity, which is the truth, which is the highest state of vibrational consciousness, you're on the higher timeline. And you might say to yourself, well, I thought love. And again, you want to get to love, but one of the hardest things to do is reach a place of authenticity. The truth. The truth is the highest state of vibrational consciousness. And if you are vibrating in the truth, which is known as Christ, And that's why this is the return of Christ. That's how we could put this all together with massive volcanoes erupting right now. This really is the end times. But as you could see, Light Warriors, we're sitting back. We're not in fear. Look, I'm rocking on the rocking chair. Are you rocking on the rocking chair? I see some boomers coming in soon. The storms might be coming today. We had a lot of sunny days, but once in a while you get a little rain. It's okay. Neutrinos are coming in, and it's all part of the Great Solar Flash event. And God is going to shake us. Tesla said this is the electric universe. The sun is not what you were led to believe. The universe is not what you were led to believe. We only see invisible light. However, visible light is only a small fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for all your support. In a couple of days, we are all going to celebrate the 4-year anniversary of my very first video. And I hope every single one of you will be there for the premiere. And I'm grateful for all of you. And the number one thing, if I could leave one thing to expand human consciousness, help people get on the higher timeline. My very first video, when I started this all, was to help expand consciousness. Here it comes. Here it comes. Like, nobody cuts me off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. So we're going to be celebrating our 4-year anniversary. And everyone should be aware of the 528 hertz frequency, the miracle tone. And the 528 hertz frequency will help you make it through the rapture. Yeah. And we're going to be celebrating this. It's a celebration, and you know, it's my honor. I have some great ideas. I'm going to be working with that first, and we are going to play Future Proves Past, and Uncle Mike's going to be diving into his original videos, because guess what? God was telling me, I felt that was the most important thing. That's why I started with the 528 hertz frequency, and I left some important information for all people in the beginning. And we're going to go full circle next week, this week, and going into next week. I have a lot of things. I'm going to be working on my editing skills. It's going to be tremendous videos, Light Warriors. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And it's been fun. I don't view this as work. No one's going to be working anymore on the new earth. I was sharing about this in our Zoom meeting last night. I did quote-unquote work nonstop all day. I did my morning message. I went to go film the video, so we're prepared for our anniversary. And then I came right back before sunset. I went right on the Zoom, another 2 hours with all of you. And I'm grateful for all the support on Patreon. You know, some nights we go 2 hours because we have a whole family there. It was a tremendous message. The copy of the Zoom meeting will be up on Patreon very soon. Once I get off this, I'll be working on that. And, realize that this is the most important thing right now. Like, no one's coming to save you. Like, I can expand consciousness. I can't do the work for I think the boomers are coming, Light. I think they're coming. Are the boomers coming? Look, the storms are coming, Light. Well, can you see it? I think they're coming, Light War. We're coming. The boomers are coming. The winds are picking up. The wind chimes are blowing. Everything's blowing. Maybe we'll have a storm while we're live. We're live. The storm. Do you think the storms are rolling in right now? Did I knock the mic out? The storms are coming in, Light Warriors. Woo! I feel the energy. That's it. It's really a tremendous thing when you are. You don't actually have to get blasted by the lightning bolt itself. Here, it's coming. It's coming, Light Warriors. Ha ha! Here we are. Here it comes. We're in the storm. Ha ha! That's why we're live. Ha ha! We're getting blasted by the wind. We're getting blasted by the water right now. Here we go. Can you see it? But we're having a good time. I'm gonna keep going. You smash the like button if I'm literally going. I had an opportunity to do this in the storm right now. See, I manifested the storm. I am the storm. Serpents. I think it's going away. Now it's just a drizzle now. No, you saw that, right? Did you see it on the air? Did you see it live? I think it's picking back up now. It's picking back up. No, we're having a good time. Let's go with the storm. Here comes the storm today. Hashtag here comes the storm. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. This is why we have to go live. You know, this is why I like to film. You know, for years I've been filming in one take. And, you know, when I'm out in nature, it helps us, you know, really, I let nature work through me. And I let God, you know, it's not just about me. I'm just, you know, God goes through the DNA. God's here. And that's why during this time period, this is the rapture. We're seeing the end of the world. We're seeing Sakurajima erupt. We're seeing the end times events. People are sleeping. Everyone has free will. Work on yourself. Activate your DNA. Seal in the forehead. We're going to make it through the rapture. And that's the service that we're providing for people, because it's not something, it's not, listen, we're learning, like there's certain things that we can do, but it's all energy at this time period. I don't know if I saw a lightning bolt. But what I was sharing before, it really started up. The lightning in the atmosphere, it really charges you up. Can you see I'm all charged up with the storm? I am now, ready? When you have activated yourself, you purged yourself from the satanic matrix, yeah. You're actually becoming a Tesla coil, and you pull energy out of the atmosphere, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm pulling energy, and that's why we have to remanifest in water. Gotta stay hydrated. Shoot the lightning bolts in the chat. I love you. Yeah, gotta shoot the lightning bolts. Here we go. The plasma energy is important. You know, the sun, the plasma energy from the sun, the neutrinos. You know, some people, they say, they're hearing these terms, they're saying, oh, well, that's a spiritual wackadoo term. There's no great solar flash. And they start shaking like this. It cannot be. The rapture cannot be. But, you know, there is a science behind these things, and Tesla taught us this. And that's why we're sharing about Tesla, energy, frequency, vibration. Get on a new timeline. Change the station. You are the receiver. Your DNAs are receptors. Receive the timeline. Be on the timeline. Boom. There it is, right? Boom, there it is. So I hope that this message is helpful for all of you. And, you know, when I see, I don't have fear. You know, I'm seeing massive volcanoes. Like, I know we just teleport to the new earth. That's it. 2 timelines, 2 frequencies, 2 realities. I find it fascinating. Do you find it fascinating? Do you find it fascinating that there's a volcano with lightning bolts coming out of it? If you're just tuning in, the volcanic eruption, it was photographed. You could use the Google, Light Warriors, use the Google. Volcano with lightning bolts coming out of the volcano, right? Literally happening right now. We are going to start witnessing anomalies that we've never seen before. The concept of physics itself, we don't know 100%, but physics itself can change. And then all of a sudden you're starting to levitate, you're flying. We're going to be flying around soon. We're going to be experiencing all these things. If you're new to levitation, bees actually levitate. They don't fly. So, you know, and look how important bees are for life in this world. You know, they don't just make a tremendous medicine called honey. Did you know honey is the earth's medicine? Our parents knew. When you got sick years ago, maybe your nana said, you have tea with honey, you know? Every volcano on earth erupted this year. That's interesting. Yeah, what about the crickets? There's a lot of crickets coming up out of the ground. No, but the bees, they're important. And honey is important for us. And honey is nature's medicine. Not that little staff thing with the serpent around it. They call it pharmacuta. Do you know about pharmacuta? Take some pharmacuta. You will be better, human. Yes. Yes, human. Human, you take pharmacuta. Aurora A. Thank you so much, Aurora. Boom, 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 baby. Here come the lightning bolts. Here come the boomers. You know. Oh, yeah, we get the crickets, yeah. Get the crickets. You know, I saw a lot of things on TikTok and other things. People are showing that new labels of food. They're feeding us crickets now. Is that a thing going on? Are we getting fed crickets? People eating crickets now? I don't know what's going on out there. It's crazy. So you know, I'm just chilling out, and the best thing. Listen, you have to be calm. It's the end times. The storm has passed. The skies, blue skies, are coming out right now. Can you believe? Did you see the? If you missed the storm live on the air, you got to watch the replay. It was a tremendous storm. It's my honor, Aurora. You know, listen. When I started this channel, and I shared this, I went through this. I came in like all of you, sealed in the forehead. I went through the time period of chronic fatigue. I utilized the 5 to 8 hertz frequency, the miracle tone. This is a true story. I had chronic fatigue, and I was so grateful that I learned this myself. I studied Tesla, secrets of vibration and frequency, and I was so grateful. I said, you know what, if I just had someone tell me about the 5 to 8 hertz frequency years ago, and I had these results, wow, I would have been so grateful to have this years ago. And that's why every single day, our everyday lives is the channel to tune into, because we will learn something new every single day. We are about to celebrate our 4-year anniversary. I am very grateful for all of you. You give me the vocation. It's not about jobs anymore. It's about vocation. And every single morning, I wake up and I dream about doing these videos. I literally dream about this. And I love you all. And very soon, we're going to be celebrating our 4-year anniversary episode. It's going to be tremendous, Light Warriors. Oh, yeah. And I have great ideas. And, you know, I'm getting more creative. Like, I run this channel myself. I do everything myself. True story. I have to learn how to do these things. I'm working on HemiSync. Ready? HemiSync. I did a full video on HemiSync. I'll share it in our group chats. If you haven't joined our group chats, we have group chats on Telegram and Discord. Grateful if you join those. Grateful if you join our Patreon. We have live Zoom meetings. We could have great conversations on Zoom. It's beautiful. But I'm working on my HemiSync. The left and the right brain. When you merge and you have HemiSync, balance. It's not just the masculine or the feminine. It's balance. The left and the right brain. Once they become balanced, it's over. So I'm working on my creative skills. I have the science. Can you see the channel? We have science. We have creativity. We have the divine masculine. We have the divine feminine. This is not spiritual wackadoo stuff. This is the balance of energies. The hermetic principle of gender. You have to balance the masculine and the feminine. And you know, I might be a very masculine person. I embrace the feminine, and that actually helps me become creative. Isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful to become creative, Light Warriors. So you have to achieve this balance, and that's why when you achieve the balance, you resonate with everyone. You resonate with males, females. You resonate. Look at our channel. That's why we're the warriors of the rainbow. It's biblical. We're different colors, classes, and creeds. We're coming together for the end of the world. Sakurajima is erupting. It's the end of the world. Gotta wake up, son. Gotta wake up. But we're just hanging out. It's the end of the world. You know, we're rocking on the rocking chair. We literally had a storm come through. This is tremendous. It's a wonderful time period, and I'm grateful for all of you. Links are in the description. It's going to be a very powerful future proves past, and I'm really going to be sharing a lot of the original videos. I would not be here today if it wasn't for the original videos. Joe Bon, thank you so much, Joe Bon. I love you. And we really are in a simulation. It's a video game. So ready, player one. Take back control of your reality. Just like it's a video game. You're the star in the show. Smash the like button if you're the star of the show. It's not about false idols anymore. It's not about false idols. We're not giving away our power anymore. We're realizing that the power is inside of us and God gave it to us. So we're not worried about the false idols. You are the power, and the power comes from God. And realize this now. And that's why I have the energy to do this all day long. Day after day. I could do two-a-days all day long. Yeah, two-a-days. Two-a-days aren't just good for bodybuilding. Two-a-days are good for expanding human consciousness. So I'm grateful for all of you. Let's make this the greatest week of our everyday lives. We're going to be celebrating our 4-year anniversary in 1 week. Let's get this channel, our community, to expand exponentially. Take this video link, share this video link on all platforms. Say, hey, friend, look, the massive volcanoes are erupting right now. You got to wake up now. You got to wake up, right? We got to wake up now. So wake up to all of what's going on. There's nothing to fear. A person said once, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. And it literally is a truthful statement, because you will pull it into your reality. There's no fear. There's love. There's authenticity. If you are struggling and you're hearing this message, reach the place of acceptance. Acceptance. You got to reach that part of the consciousness scale. We share and we teach so much on this channel. Become aware of the consciousness scale. Become aware of frequencies. This is where we're headed right now. This is where we're headed. I love you all. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We have a tremendous week. We're about to celebrate 4 years. I never stopped, Light Warriors. I never gave in. I just kept going. No matter what. I pushed through. I kept pushing. And I'm grateful for all of your support. Share this video. I love you all. We're going to have a tremendous week. Oh, yeah. I love you all. Victory of the light.